car maker Ford has decided to shut its manufacturing operations in the country. The car maker will wind down vehicle assembly at Sadanand by the fourth quarter of 2021 and its Chennai operations by the second quarter of 2022. Ford's exit will affect 4,000 jobs and its dealership network. A slowdown in the automobile market, regulatory tightening in export markets, and a huge accumulated loss in excess of 2 billion are some of the factors that led to this decision. To understand what exactly went wrong, let us compare the journeys of two companies that entered India around the same time, Ford Motor Company and Hyundai Motor Company. In 1996, both companies zeroed in on Chennai to set up their manufacturing facilities. Ford was a well known brand in India at that time, while many people have not even heard of Hyundai. In fact, the company had to rope in Shah Rukh Khan and run a series of advertisements to introduce the brand and the company. 25 years later, the story of these two companies is very different. Hyundai has grown by leaps and bounds and has become the second largest player in the country, with a market share of 18% in FY 2021. Ford India, on the other hand, has a market share of just 1.84% in FY 2021. Why has India turned out to be a graveyard for leading American automobile companies, while smaller brands like Hyundai have been successful? The answer lies in products. India is a very different market compared to the US, where size and engine power matter. For Indians, fuel efficiency, the low cost of ownership, and resale value are important. Ford understood this a little bit too late in the game. It is also guilty of taking Indian consumers for granted. Its first car launch in India was the Ford Escort, which was a product that was consigned to the scrapyards in many other leading markets. The car failed miserably. This caused a bad first impression, and the company could never really shake it off. Hyundai, on the other hand, came out with the Santro, which was a small car that fit perfectly into the Indian psyche, and it was a big hit. Hyundai built on the success quickly and launched newer models with best in class technology, keeping in mind what the Indian consumers wanted. Soon, it had multiple winners in its product lineup, and that helped it gain market share rapidly. In no time, Hyundai became the second largest player in the Indian market. Ford, on the other hand, struggled to get its product strategy right. It found limited success with the Ford Icon, Ford Fiesta, Ford Fiago, and the EcoSport. But none of these vehicles could challenge Hyundai or the market leader Maruti Suzuki. It never had multiple bestsellers in its lineup. This led to poor volumes, and its plant in Marimalai Nagar, Chennai was massively underutilized. Then it chose to expand its Sadanand plant in 2011 and invested $1 billion. The company hoped that this could revive Ford in India, but the strategy failed, and soon the company had to focus on other problems it had elsewhere, especially in its home, the US. In a bid to fight back, Ford aligned itself with other manufacturers like Mahindra and Mahindra, but that too did not work. There is also one more aspect to Hyundai's success and Ford's failure. For Hyundai, India was a critical market. The company manufactured vehicles in India not only to meet the domestic demand but for exports too. It began to export cars to many nations. Now it exports to more than 100 nations, including markets in Europe. For Ford, India was just another market. They could not find a suitable vehicle in its global product range for India, and so they had to develop vehicles for it from the scratch. It launched products for India like the Figo and the EcoSport, but their volumes petered off after initial success. Export volumes were small too, because Ford was already present in neighboring markets. With India not becoming a manufacturing hub for it, Ford has chosen to pull the plug and cut its losses. Ford did not put the consumers at the center of its decision making, and it paid the price for it.